So we'll begin 6.5 polynomial equations, and we won't get to finish up uh, this section today, but we'll try and do at least the first example. 3 learning objectives. We're going to be able to learn about our zero product property, which helps us out a lot when we get into quadratic functions and learning about the characteristics of quadratic functions. Second objective will be solving quadratic equations by factoring. Again, it's segueing into learning how to properly graph our polynomials on an XY coordinate plane. And then last but not least, we'll be solving equations with polynomial functions. So same exact thing as our second objective, just looking at it from a function notation standpoint. Let's do some warm-up problems. So we have 3 parts to this. Our first question is bringing us back to just isolating our variables and more specifically just solving a straightforward linear equation. We're going to utilize our inverse operations, add 3 to both sides. So now we're just looking at 5y is equal to 3. And what's the opposite of division? Multiplication. Opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 5. And when we do, we get our y value to just be 3/5. And we're done. In the second question, we're looking at n cubed minus 9n squared minus 22n. What's the first thing that we're going to pull from the back of our brain? Can we pull out a GCF? And we can. We can factor out an n, and when we do, we're just left with a nice quadratic n squared minus 9n minus 22. Leading coefficient is 1, so let's look at what are factor pairs of 22, or negative 22, that add to negative 9. Exactly. So we can just break this up into n minus 11 and n plus 2. Yep. And then finally, we're on our third question. We're given a function f of x, which is 8x minus 16, and we want to find f of 3. So first, wherever we see an x, let's just create some parentheses. And then inside those parentheses, we're going to fill it with 3 and solve. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 minus 16 is 8. So the first part of this question tells us that f of 3 is indeed equal to 8. And then the second part is asking, solve f of x is equal to 0, which means we want to replace f of x with 0. So we're looking at 0 is equal to 8x minus 16. And now we want to get x by itself. So once again, utilize your inverse operations. Add 16 to both sides. We're looking at 8x is equal to 16. And then last but not least, let's divide both sides by 8. So our x value is just 2. 16 divided by 8 is 2. And this is actually known as our x-intercept. Definition of x-intercept is when y is equal to 0. Sort of segueing us into our zero product property, which leads us into finding roots, finding zeros, finding x-intercepts, all synonyms of one another. You have a question, Yusuf?
So, you know, we, so for question number three, like saying find the full scores or beta.
There are two separate questions here. It's saying find f of 3, which is this part, and then it's saying solve f of x equals 0, which is this part. Yeah. All right. So we are going to stop here because it is 12 p.m.